Hello everyone, a.w.t.y here, and welcome back to my Witcher 2 playthrough. Last time I explored the whole town area and gathered a lot of information, talked to many people, did stuff like that. I think what I would like to do now, let me pop into the inn real quick and maybe talk to some of these guys. Now, we'll come back later for that. I've done so much talking the last episode. What's in here? I think I missed this. Oh, okay. I did miss this.
Go on, a wee bit. Change your grip. Humans know as much about arm wrestling as I know about screwing trolls.
Alright. Now that we've done that, let's get to the storage box. I want to put away some things so I have room to loot when we go outside of...
Watch out for the left hook!
Alright, crafting. Let's put this away. Not all of it, just some of it. Put that away. Put some of the diamond dust away. Drowner brain, hang on to that. Put that away. We'll put that away for now. Let's put this away for now, too. Why not? And the diamond dust. Iron ore I'll hang on to. Leather I can put away. Actually, no. Let's hang on to a little bit of leather. In that case, where's the cloth? We'll hang on to a little bit of cloth, too. Just in case. Oil. We don't need this much oil. That barely made a difference, I know. Robust cloth. I'll hang on to that. Twine. Don't need this much twine. Amethyst dust. This is an insane amount of amethyst dust. Put some of that away. Take some of the diamond dust, too. Alright, what about enhancements? What do we have in enhancements? We got fiber, dwarven, reinforced leather. I'll hang on to these. Yeah, I think we're good here. Alright, let me just go to a blacksmith. It actually didn't change my equip burden that much. I think the weapons that I need to go and sell is the larger problem. Let's go to our blacksmith friend, sell him the stuff, and then we'll get out of here for a change of pace.
It's true. Foltest is dead.
Hello.
So how?
Let's sell all of this stuff. Perfect. 153 out of 300, halfway. I'm gonna go out of town this way. And this is so that I might run into some monsters and get to killing them. It helps with experience, and we need monster parts for building traps and for selling to make money. Oh, Triss is here.
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedrik?
Don't get involved in this.
Why wouldn't I?
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have imagined that.
Never mind. I'll find out for myself.
How?
We're going hunting together, right after I find Cedrik.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
You're not gonna walk with me, are you? Because I'm taking the long way around. Let's go. We get a save in there in case I die. Things tend to get a lot harder than you would imagine. Oh, here we go. Alright, let's get Yrden out. And then get this sword out. Watch out.
Take that.
Go. Oh my gosh, he hit me. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh, shoot. That's poison. Okay, I kind of got to circle around here for a bit. Let me hit this guy with some daggers. There we go. Now we just got this guy. And then he'll run into my trap. And then we can get around the back. Awesome. So, with Indrigas, Erden seems to be really good, or any kind of traps, really, because they do this charging at you kind of thing. So, it's really nice to be able to, when they charge at you, trap them like that. And then get around behind them, since their armor is much thicker in the front than it is in the back. Alright, cool. I love this Witcher sword. Look, it's got the four-pronged, like, wolf head on the hilt. Fantastic. What's that? Oh yeah, these claw traps. I'm gonna take this. There's a whole bunch of them throughout this forest. And they're basically like free traps. You can reuse them. So they're awesome. I would say pick them up anytime you see them. Oh, I could disarm this trap, huh? Hang on a second. There's another one here. Oh, I ran into it. That's fine. It doesn't do much damage. Wait, let me get this Circle of Vigor. Oh, I already got it. I'll take these with me. Let's actually equip them. Why not? There we go. What does my armor do again? Damage bonus on signs, right? Okay. +4. Not much. I think right now the only signs that do damage are Igni and, well, Igni. I don't think any other signs do damage right now. You can upgrade Quen to do damage. Ard might do damage. I'm not sure. I don't think Erden does damage. What's that? Cool. Oh, another place of power over here. With Neckers, my big tip is to kill them fast, because they will kill you very fast and surround you.
Damn it.
Oh, that's a lot of things. Let's set up another trap. A non-magical trap. Oh, that worked. And I set myself on fire too. Great. Nice. Killed that. Oh, shoot. There's a lot of them now. Oh my gosh. Why are there so many? Jesus Christ. Get me out of here. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so dead. I'm dead. Well, that's why I saved. Ugh. Things can go south so quickly. God damn it. Things just went really bad really fast. I've never seen that many Indrigas spawn in the same spot. I was fighting 6 of them. 6! I must have ran through 2 different spots, each of them spawning 3. Because I've never seen 6 at the same time. It's ridiculous. There we go. Is there another one? Alright, I got luckier that time. Ooh, and I got an Indriga trophy. Also lucky. So you get these trophy things, and they each give you different bonuses. This is the Armor +3 bonus, which is fabulous. It's a huge benefit to me. Alright, let's disarm these traps and get these traps again. I think there were like 3. I hear something. Was that a Necker? Oh no, Indriga. And it's a warrior. These guys are tougher. But none of them are that tough. It's just one. Whoa, what was that? What's going on over here? Oh, it's a Necker. Here we go. Again? Who's fighting me here? I guess nobody. Weird. I saw that. I saw some Indrigas up ahead. I'm gonna go get him. Hey, come here. Oh, shoot. Whoa. This is where I was. This is where there's a whole bunch of them. I can't save it this time. Damn it. Run. How many are chasing me? Is it just a few? Oh, Jesus Christ. Run. Let's put this down. That'll slow him down, and I'm going to put some traps out. Here he comes. Let's throw a dagger. Jeez, why didn't that hit him? Alright. Rodriguez, 1 of 3. Come into the trap, my friend. There we go. Watch out. Got him. Oh, shoot. I need Quen. Frick. This is bad news. Get Uridan down again. Get around this guy. Oh, no. Come on, get him. Oh, thank goodness. High stakes here. I've never seen it this hard. I mean, I'm on hard difficulty, but I've played on hard difficulty another time too, and it was just... I never had to fight that many monsters at the same time. Indrigas. Neckers are often in numbers that large. Alright, here we come. Here they come. Here I come, and here they come. This should be easy, though. Yeah, no problem. Actually, let me go back and make sure that I got all of the monster parts. I'm not so sure that I did. Is that one? Is that a monster part? Yeah, it is. Any monster parts over here? Hello? Oh, there's some monster parts. Some more over here. Little trap, I'll take that. Looks like the Indrigas were attacking and killing some Neckers, based off of all of these remains. Place of power over here, I'll take it. Thank you. Circle of life is good. Oh, I actually meant to disarm that. Who's attacking me? Where is it?
Guess they'll never learn.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Alright, that's one down. Come here, you. Yeah, you. Come here. Come on. And now you. Come here. Alright, Indrigas 3 of 3. We now have all the knowledge we need for Indrigas. Cool. And I'm getting lots of Indriga teeth. I got a Necker trophy. What's that do? Damage 1. Not as good as armor plus 3. It is cool to be fighting monsters, though, instead of humans. Whoa, it disappeared. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Wait a second. The trap I saw? Here it is. I'll take it. How many do I have? 5. Where am I going? What is this? Not the right way, that's what it is. Let's turn around. I do want to eventually get to Lobenden. I'm going the wrong way here. Alright, here we go. I'll work my way back along the wall. Wait, what was that? Wolf's Bane? Oh, it's just the torch. It sounded like bugs. Bugs moving around. Some guys are dead. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. What's over here? Oh, it's a necker nest. I'll kill some of these guys here. Back up. Gotta be careful with this. Let's put Quen on. Oh, come on. Come back, guys. Let's play. Let's dance. Don't run away. I think they heal every time they run away. Are you serious? They do not like to be bothered in their nest. Woo! That was a big hit. Oh, shoot. Run away. Run away, run away, run away. Damn. Alright, I want to get the stuff. Is that alright? Can I get the stuff? Can I get the hell out of here? Let's just run. Run! Oh, more necker nests. This could be a problem. Don't want to deal with this right now. Put the sword away. Looks like I made it back into town. Cool. Hey, guys.
Going somewhere, friend?
Not really. Alright. So Cedrik should be up here somewhere.
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Moril would delight in a day like this, Seherin. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let other Shay poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedrik. Vafael.
I'm not sure what Vafael means. It's like a good day to you, sir, kind of thing that they say. Hey, his name's
there.
Alvin.
Hello.
I'm gonna go get that chest.
Oh,
Oh, he doesn't want to talk to me, huh? Oh, some biter traps. Those are traps. That's cool. What do biters do again? I think it just does damage. Damage 10 to 30. Shrapnel type of damage. Oh, I'll use it. Speaking of traps, this guy Cedrik is the one to go to for traps, I think. He's got a lot.
Are you Cedrik?
Who asks?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And
Triss Marigold.
lovely scent.
That's a weird thing to say.
Cedric, look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
Doesn't he look like every other elf in this game? I hunt monsters, who is maroon, blah, blah, blah. Looking for some Witcher's work. Let's ask him this.
The elf woman you were talking about. How did she disappear?
Seherin believes the forest took her.
What do you believe?
Moril simply vanished, almost a year ago now. Some say she was too beautiful, and a.w.t.y must have harmed her.
You believe that?
If I have no evidence before me, I try to trust my feelings. And they tell me the forest did not take her.
Why would you keep that from
It's just his
Seherin?
feelings.
Because
yeah.
it's meaningless. Perhaps she was murdered, perhaps she departed on her own, never to return. She's gone. And neither I nor Sir Herim can reverse that.
All right.
Who exactly are you?
One who warns humans against the dangers that lurk in the forest.
Care to clarify?
I am old, even for an elf. Yet the forest is older. I've lived in it for years and understand it, though it's nothing I can explain. At times, I make mistakes and people don't come home.
So you help humans?
I just know if it's safe to venture beyond the gates or not.
Maybe I'll come back when you're sober.
You witches live a long life. You may indeed get to see that day.
That's awesome. All right.
I need to make a few orens. You wouldn't happen to have a job for a witcher, would you?
There's never a shortage of work for a witcher in this forest. It's positively teeming
I
with
noticed.
beasts. Though I'm not surprised they come here in droves.
Know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once a great house in the clearing. They locked up lunatics there. During the war with Nilfgaard, it was raised in a fire. The lunatics broiled in their cells. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say. Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Merceau locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the 2 people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded. By them or their families.
Good to know.
No harm in trying.
Wait, I'm not done talking to you, Cedric. I hunt monsters.
I'm looking to hunt in this area, and I could use some advice.
I'm no witcher. I set traps, snares, try to keep neckers away from Lobindon. That's all.
I'm aiming a little higher than Neckers.
The old man? Meaning the Kayran? Finally, Laredo's splurged. Listen, I'm not one to teach your grandmother to suck eggs. You witchers know your work. But if you pay me, I can prepare a useful trap.
That's
What
saying
kind of
grandmothers suck
Puncturing
eggs.
trap, immobilizing trap, even decoys to pull monsters into an ambush. Whatever you like. Since I can easily finish off an ensnared necker, it should be child's
He
play
does
for
sell
you.
monster lures. I haven't found a good use for them yet, but it's interesting. You could possibly place a trap and then stick a lure on it and have them all come over to the trap, which is cool, actually. Know what? I wonder if that would work on the Indriga Queens. I'm gonna try it.
What are the Scoia'tael fighting for?
Do you ask about the old ones, who hoped to restore our race to its previous glory? Or about the young ones, who fight for survival and out of suicidal revenge?
Yorvith's warriors. Which mold do they fit?
They believe they are still independent, and that there is but one just way to view their cause. In truth, however, they're but a shadow of the Enche's former glory. They cling to delusions to the very moment when a sword or a noose ends their life, or until they realize the truth themselves, which is, I believe, the worst.
I aim to kill the Kayran. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enche. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks,
Yep,
Cedric.
thanks, buddy. Hang on, I want to talk to you really quick, though. Can you trade with me crafting diagrams? So he has a lot of different traps. He also has Devil's Puffball, which I would like to buy. I'll take that. Also grape shot. I'm gonna take that because I need that bomb. And that's it for now. Yeah, that's it. He does have a Kayran trap, which I want to buy at some point.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
And she's teleporting away. I'm really close to leveling up. That's nice. Alright, the reason why I wanted the Devil's Puffball is to make a couple of them and then hit myself with them, because again, it's another one of these attribute bonuses, these special abilities. Where is it? Devil's Puffball. It causes poisoning. Let me make, like, I don't know, 3. All I have to do is poison myself once, I think. It used to be that you have to poison yourself, like, a bunch of times, but now it's, yeah. Doesn't take much. Alright, let's just throw it right at myself. And again. And again. Am I really not poisoned? Aw, damn it. I think my armor caused me to be resistant to poison. So let's try this again. Alchemy. And then Devil's Puffball. And then we'll make 4 this time. And I'm also going to take off my armor. Alright. Stick these on, take this off because it's giving me poison resistance. Anything else giving me poison resistance? Yeah, my pants. Alright, here we go. This should work. Oh, I'm already poisoned. I didn't even need these 3. Cool. I don't want these weighing me down. Just toss these out. They're not actually that great on their own anyway. Now, I got the ability Toxic Blood. So if we go over here into abilities, Toxic Blood. Opponents that damage Geralt may be poisoned if Geralt is using potions. Chance of poisoning 30%, which is great. It's a really good ability, especially fits an alchemy build, which I think I'm going for. I'm still not completely sold on it, but we'll see. Alright. I think now I'm going to explore this area.
Then listen. Not so long ago, our King Foltest had a daughter named Ada. The girl died, but an evil man cursed her and wouldn't let her rest.
What's going on here?
Ada
Oh,
was
hello.
reborn as a Striga. She left her sarcophagus at night, hungry for human flesh.
Timber is good. I need that for daggers. Is there really nothing else over here?
The city was frozen with fear, and the king promised a reward for lifting the curse from his daughter.
Any work for a witcher?
Enough work for 3, but what of it? We're
This is
poor
kind of like the
folk.
village elder.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Ye best go to Flotsam Town Square near the inn. There are notices on the board there. Just leave the trawl be, please, no matter what the townsfolk say.
Any other jobs? Well-paid jobs?
Go seek the old man. Loredo splurged on a sorceress, so he's clearly got means in the budget.
I already know what the old man is, and I already know what sorceress.
What sorceress? You mean...
Lady
Yeah, I
Sheila
know.
de Tanseville. They say she's agreed to kill the old man, so hurry if you want to jump in before her.
Alright. What does he say if we do the other one?
You mean the Kayran?
Call him whatever ye like. He troubled our great-grandfathers already, but he's become unbearable recently, tearing through nets, choking fish with venom. Even Loredo says that since the local economy be harmed, there'd be no choice but to
Alright,
hire
that was a bit more
sorceress.
useful information. Godspeed.
Today I'll tell ye how Lobendon came to be. A long time ago our forefathers came to this shore. The king granted them land on the condition they clear the forest. Back then, like now, the wilderness was a dark, dreadful place.
Why
Our
2
forefathers
swords?
wanted to settle
Does he
here.
lose them often?
They spent their nights on their riverboat.
Hello.
They could hear the old man.
What do we have here? Ah, this must be Sendler.
Excellent work.
In it. The finest hides and the tannins on half by either. A straggler here, a lobber there, sometimes a hapless calf. I've even got otter fur for you.
You hunt?
Oh, we must not hunt in the royal forest. Even children know that. Besides, it's too dangerous to go among the trees now, what with all those monsters.
They must be finding more food in the area.
A war's brewing, methinks.
Not necessarily. The Scoia'tael attack merchants and ambush patrols. Ideal conditions for necrophages.
We ought to wait for better times and be satisfied with the little things, like the good book teaches us.
The good book, huh? So we can actually roll dice with him. I think he's the one that we have to beat, the last one in town. However, what do you have to sell? Crafting diagrams. We've got some armor reinforcements, hardened leather boots. I don't know if these are going to be better than what I have. Long, robust gauntlets. We'll come back for this if we can afford it. But he's got some good stuff here. Let's dice.
I'd like to play dice.
Shall we play now?
Alright, wish me luck. Just kind of plop him down. Not much. Couple threes. He's got a couple of sixes. Great. I'm gonna pass and go again. Hope for a better roll. That's honestly the best.
You're just not good enough.
That's honestly the best way to not lose too much money when you're trying to do
I'd like
this.
to.
Shall we play?
I wonder if I bet smaller if I get a better roll. I should test that at some point. Because in the first game, it had something like that, where the probabilities of good or bad rolls were dependent on your betting. It wasn't exactly random. What do I have here? A couple threes? 4, 5, 6. What does he have? A couple sixes. Okay, so we're in the exact same situation I was before. Dang. I'm just gonna pass. There, I've lost 20 orans. I'm just gonna have to try and win 20 orans now.
I'd like to play.
Shall we?
Alright, I have a couple fives and a couple threes. He has a couple fives and a couple twos. I'm in good shape here, and I'll be able to get a lot for him. I'm gonna focus on trying to get fives, not a full house. Bet big. He's also probably gonna bet big. Oh no, he just checked me. He didn't raise. I did get another 5. And I won. There we go. I won 20 orans, making up for my losses. I'm exactly even now.
You're good.
Thank you.
Here's your coin.
Oh yeah, I forgot we can ask for this.
I heard you deal in traps.
Indeed, though that's not all I deal in.
I don't want coin, I want something else.
Suit yourself. Choose.
Alright, I could use some steel jaws. I'll take that design. Oh, we'd be able to make our own? But there's no need. Freezing trap, explosive trap. I'll take the coin after all. It would be cool to be able to make my own... But I don't need to, do I? Because I can just find them. However, I think this is the only place that you could get this formula. And that's it. Then again, it will just basically save me money if I take the explosive trap. This is Conflagration, I believe, and this is Talgar Winter, the freezing trap. I like the idea of the... I like... Let's get this one, explosive trap. I really don't feel the need to get the steel jaws. It's just so enticing, because it's the only place that you can get it. I've never seen this formula anywhere else in Chapter 1. Maybe you can get it in later chapters, but I doubt it. I think this is it. Then again, you don't need it, because they're reusable. So why on earth would you... Ugh, frustrating, but I'll just go with this. It'll save me money, and I'll have Conflagration.
I could use a design for a nitroglycerin
Nitroglycerin,
trap.
huh?
A what?
You know, the kind that pretty much vaporizes anything that steps in it.
Ah, the puff banger.
He's got a funny name
design's
for
yours.
every single trap. Conflagration, there we go. I like that one. Yep, this one. Causes incineration. And then this one, damage 30 to 50, bleeding 50%. We could just find them. There's really no need for us to have the formula. I didn't get an experience for that? That's crazy.
Sitting comfortably?
If I did, it didn't level me up.
Not so long ago, our King Poltek had a daughter named Ada. The girl died.
I can't go in here?
Man cursed
So when will you tackle the old man?
There we go.
Anna was reborn as a striga.
I thought I could.
She left the sarcophagus at night and hungry for human flesh.
Lots of timber.
The streets. The city was frozen.
Can't get
with
that for
fear,
some reason.
and the king
Or that.
promised a reward for lifting
Oh, I can
the
get that.
curse from his daughter. Many tried, but they all failed. Then a witcher came to
Grab the Celandine and take a peek in here. Oh, timber. I saw that.
You don't look well, son.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I always look like that. Timber is good. Alright, here's a nice way to make some money. There's a guy around here that we can arm wrestle for like 200 orens or something like that. He's the arm wrestling champ in this area. Oh wait, I don't want to do that quest yet. There's a quest over there. I'd rather arm wrestle this guy. But he's not here. And I can't get this timber. Crazy. Crazy that I can't get that.
You'll betray no one else, Elvie bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's going on here?
This whore's a Scoia'tael spy.
Any evidence?
What's it to you? Easy. She loiters around the garrison kick-kitting us. Roderick says he bound her, but I don't believe that.
I did!
That's your evidence?
2 of our lads are missing. Last seen with her.
I only spoke to them. Then they went off towards the caves. That's all I know.
The bitch is lying! She led them into an ambush!
This ought to be easy enough to resolve. Look inside the caves.
But they're crawling with all sorts of filth.
I'll do it, but you'll pay me. Wait for me at the harbor.
So the reason why I don't really want to do this quest yet is because once you do it, there's a cave that is full of neckers and really good to farm stuff to sell. And that cave will no longer have neckers once you complete her quest. Oh, it's close to nighttime. See in the upper right-hand corner, there's a moon. That is the reason why I can't find the guy. I'm supposed to arm wrestle. That's too bad. I could meditate till daytime, but that's fine. I'll come back later. No rush. I would have liked the money. No rush. Grab all these things. You can never have too many herbs. They don't weigh anything. Oh, we got a book. a.w.t.y, a forgotten god. We'll read that later. Hello.
My medallion vibrates when you're nearby, and it only vibrates near magic or danger.
Maybe it's warning you not to make a pass at me.
Yep, sure,
lest
that's
I
it.
slap you.
You're right. I should watch what I do.
Listen carefully. People may say I'm a witch, but I don't deal in spells. You don't look like someone who'd come for a charm or a curse. So you either seek out sensations or hunt witches. Whichever the case.
I'm not about to denounce you, nor do I want to see you dancing naked in the moonlight before a.w.t.y.'s shrine.
How dare you?
I want to buy some herbs.
Herbs?
For personal use.
Let me get some herb for personal use. We can roll dice with her, huh? Crafting diagrams. What does she have? So she can make... We can get blade oil from alchemical ingredients. It's actually really useful. I am going to buy that at some point, but not yet. Wolf is also extremely useful, and so is Tawny Owl. But I don't have the ingredients to make Tawny Owl yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. She sells potions, Petrie's filter. Let's ask about this amulet. The one we got from New
What do you know
Boy.
about protective amulets?
I'm no sorceress, but I know a bit about magic. Why do you ask?
Take a look at this one. I have reason to believe there's something not quite right about it.
I'd say there's magic in it without a doubt.
Okay. Awkward
I'd
pause.
gladly buy it from you.
So we could sell it, but...
Why do you care about the amulet so much?
I collect antiques. They may be useless to others,
lying,
but I
Geralt.
see value in them.
I don't believe you. You want to buy a piece of metal just because it's old?
I don't have to explain
Hey,
myself to
antiquing
you.
is popular, man.
I'm a witcher. You don't want to lose a customer like me.
Yay, success.
I suppose you've convinced me.
Let's get down to it then.
This isn't any old talisman. I'm almost certain it's Melite's heart. It's a very powerful artifact. At least, it used to be.
It isn't anymore?
It was cursed, and the spell distorted its effect. It once protected those who wore it. Now it brings misery upon them.
Why do you want to buy it from me then?
I know a ritual that can restore its original power. Unfortunately, the necessary ingredients are extremely rare.
What do you need?
Essence of death, a troll's tongue, the eyes of an Arrakis, and an Endriga's fetus.
I might be able to get you those.
So those ingredients, by the way, you can all buy every single one from Cedrik. He has them all. But if you want to save the money, you can also acquire them all, I think, throughout the chapter. The Arrakis I have not encountered yet in my other playthrough. I don't know where it comes up, but that is the same creature that is in front of Yorvit's hideout. So I assume it comes up near the end of chapter 1, and you are able to kill it and get that for free.
I want to know everything there is to know about this ritual.
Ask away.
Oh, how come I can't select with the mouse here? What's going on?
Tell me more about Melite's heart.
They say the talisman was made at the time of the conjunction of spheres. It gave those who wore it supernatural powers. Some didn't like that. The talisman was cursed by a dark force and lost its former power.
We already know all of this stuff anyway, so take care. And we could always sell it. You could always sell it if you want. But the amulet's pretty decent. I think it gives you +1 vitality regeneration once you remove the curse. And right now, it's actually giving me a debuff, I think. Let's go into quest items. New Boy's Talisman. It's giving me armor minus 10%. Oh, that's not so good. I should put that into storage. Oh, that's bad. Not good at all. Yeah, let me get rid of that. It's going to help my armor quite a bit. Just put that away for now. Alright, going back into town. Here we are. I'll pop in. Oh, this guy's puking his guts out into that bowl and missing terribly.
Punch his lights out!
Let me see here. Quest items. Am I even able to get rid of it? Item cannot be sold. Dang it! I'm gonna have to have this armor minus 10% until I fix it. It's a problem. Alright, well in that case, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna talk to all of the buddies. Like Dandelion. Oh, or Zoltan, that's fine too.
What are you doing so far from home?
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, you listen to the tirades of that old tyrant Breckenrig, you buy jewels. Then she breaks
It's a hard
off
life,
the
buddy.
engagement. And there I was, learning the gavotte. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind. Farewell to Eudora, the forge in Novigrad, and all the world's Breckenrigs.
Amen to that, buddy.
I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
How are you killing time in this hellhole?
At present, polishing gems for Sheila de Tanserville. Requires precision, but it's well-paid work.
Jewelry?
Not quite. The sorceress is building a magical contraption. Spends her days staring at it. A regular magpie eyeing a cobbler. But I don't think she's getting anywhere with it. Got so enraged one time she dashed a vase against the wall. Some temperament, those sorceresses, I'm telling you.
Is there a good swordsmith or blacksmith here?
There's a small smithy by the wall. Quite basic. The tools probably remember the conjunction of the spheres, but it'll do for weapon repairs. They also enhance swords with runes and add ornamentation to armor. Just don't do anything that'll make you look like Dandelion at the opening of a new brothel. You can also look in on some merchants. I don't think Laredo's robbed them of everything yet.
Alright, sure thing, buddy.
How are those biceps holding
Let's arm
up,
wrestle.
Sultan?
Hard as a bull's bollocks. Arm wrestling's a dwarf.
Yeah, let's do it, buddy. Let's
We ought to
wrestle.
try it sometime.
I'll arm wrestle you anytime.
I'm confident now. I used
No,
to be really
even.
stressed out by this, but I think I can
Show
do
me
it.
those bull's bollocks then.
Alright, now let's get it moving. There we go. There we go. Keep it moving. Right. Stay there. And good. No problem. Dwarves have very large hands, I just noticed.
Your hands like a vice. It wasn't easy. If you ever run into my old mates Yarpin or Sheldon, promise me you'll take them on. You'll be surprised.
Yarpin and Sheldon. I'll remember those names as best I can. I think they're actually going to come up at some point later in the game, if I had to guess. Talk. I can tell you want to.
I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, fess up. What happened to Foltest?
Want to know the version that is yet to make it to Flotsam? The king died in mysterious circumstances. The Witcher Geralt, his sword covered in blood, was discovered standing over his corpse.
Did you kill him? This'll stay between us, I promise.
The killer escaped before I could get him. I'm being set up.
So what are you gonna do? Run around swinging your sword hoping the killer walks into range?
I don't have to. The killer's in the forest with the Squirtle, and he knows I'm here. We'll find each other.
Geralt, please don't do anything stupid. Don't stick your neck out. If Laredo finds out you were involved in Foltest's assassination...
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look.
Of course.
One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would say. But we poets also look into people's souls. And things are not good. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meting out justice. People are driven by cold calculation, always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
I need information. Anything that could help me track down the Kingslayers.
I only know gossip. Things folk have been saying since Demophen's death. People are throwing out blame left and right. One day it's the elves, another the Nilfgaardians, then it's Rivians.
Let me guess. The suspects also include a Zerrikanian alchemist and a group of halflings.
Bold theory, that. But the mob comes up with even better ones. Know what? Frankly, the most worrying effect of these assassinations is the chaos they've unleashed in people's minds.
What do you mean?
I mean chaos. People don't know what to think, who's good and who's evil. And these are tough times. Who knows what's going to happen?
So, Mr. Master Spy, what's new in the world of politics? Bards singing about anything interesting these days?
Eddern's in trouble. Henselt and his great army are nearing the Pontarch and will ford it and strike any day.
Wow, we haven't had a war in a long time.
Like all little boys, he likes to play with his soldiers. But I don't think Cedrik will have an easy time of it. Eddern's borders are guarded by Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Who's she? Some mercenary?
A peasant girl and self-proclaimed commander of something called the Edirnian Voluntary Militia.
Fighting women and bards who play politics. These are strange times. I'm having flashbacks, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
Got a new journal entry for that. Odd.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now? I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. I don't know everything yet.
He was freaking out about that in the first game, too. Alright, anybody else? Is Roach here? He sure is.
What's going on, Geralt?
We arrived in Flotsam, we saw the killer, we've pissed everyone off. What next?
If the Kingslayer's in a.w.t.y.'s care, we'll have to get them both.
If we go out into that forest to look for elves, all we'll find is our own death.
We'll visit Laredo as invited. He may be a hick heading a bunch of imbeciles, but this is his territory and he could prove useful.
How can the commander of a Temerian garrison just piss all over the commander of Foltest's special forces?
The Blue Stripes aren't exactly popular among common folk, in case you hadn't noticed.
Like anyone who does the dirty work. But Laredo's a soldier.
The worst scum gets posted to dumpy border towns like this. Incompetent fools who show off their authority to a bunch of grimy peasants.
A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roach.
Flotsam isn't just any old town, Geralt. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edirn. The largest kingdoms in the north. Know what they all have in common?
The Pontar Valley, a strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edirn, with Kedwin lying in wait just the other side of the marshes.
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
Stuck in the middle like a candle up the arse.
The north's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Loreto in mind.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
It's a good place. It's a good place for the killer to go and get the other kings of the Northern Kingdoms, you know? Probably why he's here. I thought Triss would be here, but she's not. In that case, I'm going to be ending the episode soon. I'm going to catch up on some journal reading, so feel free to hop off if you like. Let's take a look. The Claws of Madness. Oh, do you like ghost stories? You're going to hear a lot of them. Ghosts appear for the first time in the story in Flotsam, in a house standing in the depths of the forest. But let us start at the very beginning. It all began when Geralt was talking with Cedrik. The elf told him about two men who had headed for a ruined mansion, a place where the mentally ill had once been kept, and had never come back. The Witcher was intrigued. He decided to see what happened to them. Andrigas are very similar to butterflies, except that they are ugly, cannot fly, and would choke on cabbage. Alright, maybe they are like butterflies. They aren't, is probably what it's supposed to say. But they do weave cocoons. The Witcher learned that destroying these cocoons would draw the Andriga queens, and their deaths would mean the end of the swarm. That's good to know. And then we need to get this stuff for the Melitele's heart. We have Melina that we're going to have to go and see. What about locations? This small settlement nestled against the walls of the trading post was supposedly founded long ago by Edirnian settlers. Even if true, this is of little consequence. Though the village was a complete backwater compared to the provincial outpost, Lobendon and Flotsam depended on each other because most of the area's fishermen, boat builders, tar makers, and hunters inhabited the settlement, providing products and services which no frontier community could live without. Elves and dwarves made up a large share of Lobendon's population. Tensions between them and the local humans were lower than in the trading post proper, as they were all united in their daily labors. Yep. Happy hands. Alright, we've got Cedrik here. For reasons that were not entirely clear, this wise and experienced elf had chosen to live among humans. He worked for the people of Flotsam as a lookout and trapper, and none had a better knowledge of the surrounding forests. Whether it was the local plants and wildlife or the dangers that lurked amongst the trees, Cedrik was the local inhabitants' chief and often only source of information. We also met Chorab. He was Lobendon's alderman. A simple man, he nevertheless blended his penchant for storytelling with a desire to teach and impart wisdom. His tales pertained to times long past, traditions worthy of preservation, and legends had all been forgotten. He cared for the community he led and represented, and any honest villager could count on his help. Yeah, when we found him, he was telling a story to all of the villagers around him. I did notice that. In Lobendon, tanning and leatherworking was the trade of Sendler, a skillful and reliable artisan. He ran a small stall with goods of his own making, but also accepted commissions for specific products. In these hard times, he made ends meet by working hard with his own hands. Remember, too, he also actually had a troll head on the wall. You might not have been able to recognize it yet because we don't know what trolls look like, but that's what that was. Life was not easy for the non-humans of Flotsam, and Melina was no exception. The elven woman was suspected of leading soldiers into Scoia'tael ambushes, a charge that could easily send her to the scaffold. And we met Anezka. The local herbalist in Lobendon took care not to stand out in any way. Though some people respect women who know much about herbs and folk medicine, others fear them. Skillful herbalists are oft thought to be witches and suspected of sorcery, so they must remain mindful that human mistrust can quickly turn into hostility. Anezka's anxieties were augmented by the fact that she was also a priestess of a.w.t.y, a deity that had once been revered in the region. Thus, she generally preferred not to draw too much attention to herself. Sheila's presence also turned out to be a lucrative opportunity for Zoltan, however odd that might sound. The dwarf cut gems for her magical apparatus. We actually have a book about a.w.t.y that I'd like to read. a.w.t.y, a forgotten god of the Pontar Valley, is still worshipped in certain forest settlements, but the times of his greatness and popularity are long past. A few priestesses and witches make offerings to him, yet no common folk wish to take part in their rites. In the era of human colonization, a.w.t.y was a guardian god, often associated with the rivers from which humans drew benefit. he guarded people from the dangers of the forest. Poles bearing his likeness marked the border between areas that had been tamed and those that remained wild and dangerous. a.w.t.y gave people fish, made sailing easier, and his name was used to ward off beasts. Yet he remained petulant and fierce. In these times, if those wandering through the woods came across stone idols with gaping jaws, they believed them to be the likeness of fierce monsters, rather than statues commemorating a once-loved deity. So now we know what those statues are going to be about. If we go back to the journal, I probably have a few, like... Oh, the Arachis. Arachnids are lone hunters. They patiently wait for their prey to kill it with one swift strike when it appears. The same is true for the Arachis, a huge creature that took a liking of the riverside forest, becoming its undisputed king. A ruler who does not tolerate other hunters on its territory, including witchers. It's a weird cross between some sort of plant, flower, monster, and spider, I guess. Intriga hide reinforcements. Where the hell did we get this from? When we talked to Cedrik? Maybe? I guess? I don't know. But we can make this from leather, twine, oil, and Intriga teeth. We have all of these things, so we could make this. Gives me really good resistance to poison. And the conflagration trap, right, we know about that. If we go into glossary, we already read about that. We already read about dwarves. We already read about Melatelli and a.w.t.y. It's all the same as in the book. Magic. We already read about that. The Wild Hunt, this is the one that we have not read yet. According to tradition and eyewitness accounts, the Wild Hunt abducts people, forcing them to join its mad gallopade on the sky. Its harvest is especially rich just before or during a great war. Like a few years ago in Novigrad, when over 20 people went missing without a trace after the Wild Hunt passed. Some of the abductees managed to escape the cavalcade back into the world of the living, but the stories they told were so extraordinary that they were always considered insane. I think there's some really cool stuff we find out about the Wild Hunt in this game. It was a big mystery in the first game. Somehow, oh, I forgot about all of these. We'll read that at some point. There is some sort of connection between Geralt and the Wild Hunt that is apparent in the first game. The Wild Hunt is after him, constantly following him and whatnot, but we don't know why yet. But there's some sort of connection there. Well, I'm going to be ending the episode and the stream here for today. I'll see everybody probably after the weekend. Over the weekend, I just kind of work on the videos that I've been recording. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm enjoying the playthrough. I'm enjoying it a lot more than my first time, now that I understand the game and I know what I'm doing. The first time I made so many mistakes that I regretted, and this time I've also made mistakes that I regret, like purchasing things that I immediately upgraded and then sold and wasted money for no reason. But it happens. That's small time. It's not a big deal. Like putting the wrong points into my talent trees is a much bigger deal, and that's what I did my first time. I regretted almost all my decisions in that regard, because I didn't understand them yet. Now I do. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.